I have got a three topic. In fact, first I will show a small video, but I am from, as already Ramesh sir told, I am from LDRE, Bengaluru, CV Ramanagar. As you know, all the DRDO has got more than 45, 46 labs over the country. In Bengaluru itself, more than 10 labs. So LRD is the one among that taking care of design and development of radars. So I will show you what are the activity LRD has done, a small video. Then I will present about total DRDO activities. Finally, if time permits, I have got another video about DRDO again. So this is my talk content. First I will present a small 5 minutes video about
The Electronics and Radar Development Establishment, LDRE, is one of the premier R&D establishments set up under the Defense R&D Organization on 1st January 1958 to address the services needs in the field of radar and related technologies.
Vision: to create center of excellence in the field of radar systems and technologies fulfilling nation's defense security needs. Mission: to design and develop state-of-the-art radar systems meeting the current and futuristic requirements of tri-services, paramilitary forces, intelligence and strategic missions. To establish indigenous production capability through industry partnership to achieve total self-reliance in the field of radars. To promote in-house research, engage academia and industry to build competence towards creating center of excellence in the field of radar technologies. To operationalize and provide support to youth.
text.
The Electronics and Radar Development Establishment, LDRE, is one of the premier R&D establishments set up under the Defense R&D Organization on 1st January 1958 to address the services needs in the field of radar and related technologies.
Vision: to create center of excellence in the field of radar systems and technologies fulfilling nation's defense security needs. Mission: to design and develop state-of-the-art radar systems meeting the current and futuristic requirements of tri-services, paramilitary forces, intelligence and strategic missions. To establish indigenous production capability through industry partnership to achieve total self-reliance in the field of radars. To promote in-house research, engage academia and industry to build competence towards creating center of excellence in the field of radar technologies. To operationalize and provide support to users for product improvements.
LDRE has successfully designed, developed, and delivered various types of radar, such as short-range portable radars, surveillance radars, fire control weapon locating radars, airborne radars, radars for low-intensity conflicts, and ballistic missile defense. Short-range portable radars, battlefield surveillance radar, short-range, post-Kargil event. LDRE developed the portable lightweight radar to detect, track, and classify ground-moving targets. Thousands have been inducted into service. Bharath, 2D low-level lightweight radar, developed for the Indian Army for deployment in high altitude. Aslisha, 3D low-level lightweight radar, developed for the Indian Air Force for deployment in high altitude for detecting and tracking of heterogeneous air targets at low and medium altitudes. Surveillance radars, Indra radars, Indian Doppler radars, 3D car, 3D central acquisition radar, Rohini, 3D surveillance radar for Air Force. Revati, 3D surveillance radar for Navy. 3D TCR, 3D tactical control radar. Surveillance radars, fully active phase for ring radars. Rudra, medium power radar, MPR. Ashwini, low level transportable radar, LLTR. ADTCR, Air Defense Tactical Control Radar. Fire Control and Weapon Control Radars, FLR, FCC, Flight Level Radar, Flight Control Center for Air Force, TLR, TCC, Troop Level Radar, Troop Control Center for Armies, WLR, Weapon Locating Radar, Atulya, Air Defense Fire Control Radar, Radars for QRSAM,
Radar for Akash NG.
Airborne radars, primary radar for AEW and C, AESA radar, active electronically scanned array radar, MPAR, maritime patrol airborne radar, SAR for UAV, synthetic aperture radar, LRC radar, CSR, coastal surveillance radar, GPR, ground penetrating radar, DWIR, through wall imaging radar, BMD radars,
Point
ballistic
idea?
missile defense
Point
radars,
idea? Pointer?
classification and tracking of aircraft, missiles, interceptors, and satellites. LDRE associates the production agency right from the design phase itself, thereby paving the way for faster technology absorption, generation of manufacturing documents, and participation in assembly and integration. In the last 60 years, LDRE has evolved from humble beginnings to a major force to reckon with in the development of state-of-the-art indigenous radars for our drone services. Core competencies. LDRE as a premier radar systems laboratory with core competencies established and expertise in the design and development of radars in all aspects. LDRE's proficiency extends into using training, operation and maintenance. LDRE provides the know-how of using network of radar as force multiplier, besides offering radar lifecycle support and obsolete support. LDRE
Switch on the light. Yeah, anything understood? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಾ? Anybody technical? I didn't get the background of you. Are technical ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಥವಾ ನಾಟ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ಲ? Open, talk. Whatever language, Kannada, English, Hindi, no problem. Non-technical, no problem. Good, very good. So, ವಿಷಯ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ there is no technical, non-technical. Any information always will be helpful for us, our career as a students. Correct, no? It may be not useful for you, maybe it may be useful for later. And it may be useful for your family, or it may be useful for your friends. Okay? So, just about radar, what you have seen so far. Maybe anybody read in the net or no, because all the information available on the net. It's a radio detective and ranging. Very simple. ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಏರ್ಪೋರ್ಟಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಲ್ವಾ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಸರ್ವೆಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಡಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಪೈಲಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಏರ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೋ? ಈ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ನೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ದ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಡ್ರೈವಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಥ್ರೂ ರಡಾರ್ಸ್, ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. So whatever the radar is rotating, it will give the information and it will see all the condition, it will communicate to him. Simple. Means radio, detective and ranging. Means sending a RF signal to the atmosphere in the space, and it will hit to the target, object. ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೂ ಒಂದು hit ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, aircraft ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, helicopter ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, it will come back. So this is the principle, basic principle of a radar. Sending a RF signal, radio frequency signal, and it will come back. The time is calculated. Based on that, all the other data will be calculated, or the program will be done. So today, without radar, no world can exist, because any day-to-day activities depends on the radar. Your weather, it may be your communication, or it may be aircraft, whatever. Okay. So that LRDE is the one of the organization in the only country. In the country, only one LRDE about radar design and development focusing on that. And of course, more than 20 various radars, technologically challenges. You have seen, no? Surveillance radar, conflict radar. Now, ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇಟ್ಟು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಬಾಂಬ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಹೌ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ನೋ. ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದೇರ್, ಬಟ್ ಈ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಇಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್, ನೋ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್. ಬಟ್ radar, that microwave can penetrate any depth, it can go in water, it can go in space. So these various application, because country various threats, different types of threats ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೂಟಬಲ್ ಆಗಿ ದ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್? ನಮಗೆ ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ಯಾರು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಂಟ್ರಿನ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು? ಓವರಾಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಕೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ, ಅವರ್ ಸರ್ವೀಸಸ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್, ನೋ? ಆರ್ಮಿ, ಏರ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್, ನೇವಿ. ಸೊ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎ ಡೇ ಟು ಡೇ ಥ್ರೆಟ್ಸ್, ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಥ್ರೆಟ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಚಾಲೆಂಜ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನೌ ದಿಸ್ DRDO ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ giving the solution, helping them to do the better job and protect our country. So at last, for our DRDO, our aim is to mainly to help our services people to protect our country. That's why we are safe today, correct, no? We are very safe in the country because of our army, right? Okay. So now radar, LRD has done more than 20 various types of application radars, and all deployed across the country in the border. A small, initially you seen that portable BFSR radar, battlefield surveillance radar anta nodidralla. A small, but what does it does? See, now in the border, our all, what are our border conveys of one side China, one side Pakistan, correct, no? So where the threats are coming? People are coming in the different fashion. People is coming the scrolling, kelkondu bartare. Kargil war ಆಗಿದ್ದು ನೀವು ನೆನಪಿದೆಯಾ ಯಾರಿಗೂ? So when Kargil war happened, people, soldiers have come through scrolling. People, low level helicopter ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ even latest is what? ಹೇಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಈಗ? Drone, somebody has told. Drone is another now, because we don't know what time it will come. It may be useful. See, any technology useful irutte, parallelly disadvantage irutte, negative irutte. Okay, so as far as safety concerned, our aim is DRDO. Okay, so now that BFSR, a person, soldier, can carry, just simply can take all full radar in one bag around 30 kg. Wherever he want, he can deploy within 20 minutes. He can make operable. So it will keep observing in day and night, whether different weather condition, rain early, snow early, whatever the condition. Even it will give us from 5 kilometers any vehicles are coming, or people coming, the scrolling, group people are coming. All information will be done. Then that's why only we are able to protect. So it will now almost across the country border, wherever our army people knows, almost more than 1,000 radars have been placed. So day and night they are watching. Similarly, there are various applications of radar. Now even long range radar, you have seen that lost the big radar. It can track satellite. Okay, I will show you further presentation. So you can track the satellite. So means depends on the range, maybe 50 kilometers. Even up to now radars we have got up to 1,000 kilometers range. We can detect the enemy aircraft, any missiles. Okay, so these are all about a small brief about LRD. Now DRDO is the DRDO means Defense Research Development Organization. Mainly, as I told, it will take the safety of the country, protection of the country. So it has got more than 45 various labs. Like GTRE, we have seen they are focusing on only engine. LRD, they are doing on only LR radar. The other lab like AD, Aeronautical Development Agency, like aircraft related, so many like that across the country. RCA in Hyderabad taking about the missiles. Okay, so now our today aim is to give the just what are the activity DRDO has done and is doing, and what are already successfully developed. So just another 15-20 minutes I will present a light. Any doubt, please interact. Otherwise, nidde ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. Correct? Back. Whatever a small doubt come in the mind, you just ask, so that the interaction will be there, so that at least having come, see, all our purpose, you came all along. From morning you got up, with the traffic you came. What is the purpose? Any courses or any seminars, what is the purpose? At least having come, you have to understand something. Correct? No? That is you have to make a habit of, especially students. Otherwise, what will happen now? Simply mind will be here, but backside it will so many other thinking. Today mama has not given breakfast, my brother has told something. So what will happen when concentration less? Okay? So try to interact, whatever simple, anything you want to ask. Whatever I know, I will brief. Otherwise, I will give my email ID. You can always come back. Or most of the information is available in the net. Yeah, just I will go with this was the DRDO, Defense Research Development Organization, created in 1958 after our independence. Main focusing on this activity to provide assessment and advice on scientific aspects of weapons, platforms and surveillance sensors, to carry out the research and cutting edge technology development for building a strong indigenous technology base. Now another indigenously, because initially we were importing all the things, especially whatever for army required. ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ, ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆನ್ಸಿ. ಇಂಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಓಕೆ ವಸ್ತ್ರಗಳು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆನ್ಸಿ. ಈಗ ಏನೇ ಆಯಿತು ಕೆಟ್ಟೋಯ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆನ್, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಪೇ ಅಗೇನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್. ವೇರ್ ದ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್? ಅವರ್ ಮನಿ. Our through tax only DRDO can run. Everybody, any product as well. Okay, so that's why now almost the indigenous is happening to design, develop, and lead the production of state-of-art techno sensors, weapon system, platform. Means again, DRDO alone cannot do. Correct? No, there are so many. I told more than 45 labs working. Various products are coming. How to develop, productionize when the requirement comes in the number. So that industrial development partners means they are taking all the development partners across the country, where different areas have reputed private firms, public sectors. So we are liaison with them, and we are engaging with them to further productionize the whatever the radars, to support the cyber architecture, again safety of the country, to develop a cyber determined capability, to design the develop a space-based defense capability. So these are the focusing of the total DRDO, for which we will interpret here. Yeah, so further you can see this is given the how DRDO growth. It started in 1958 with a budget of just 3 crore. It started as a just inspection agency, because after World War II, nobody was knowing what to do, technology, how to progress, how to think about what we want. So then India started as an inspection agency, means we are taking so many items and we have just inspect and put into the use. Then it gone to scientific research, then technology generation, then design and development. Today prototype development happened in 1995, then trials, then production. Today we are going the production, then product technology and export. In fact, not only we are installed across the country, now many radars are already exporting to the country, means there again country money you are getting. Okay, so today what is the budget of the DRDO? It is around 11,500 crores. Whatever the started just 3 crores. The budget of 7,500 crores DRDO is investing for the various R&D. And this is the just as I told, around 45 labs in various across the country. So especially in Bengaluru itself, ADE, GTRE, CAPS, CEMILAC. CEMILAC is the Center for Military Airworthiness Certification. He is the agency for all approving all our airborne related. Correct? No? What is airborne related means? Suppose you want to go aircraft, what do you want? Mathadi. ಈಗ ಏರ್ಕ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಪ್ಪ, ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದಂಗೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್? ಸಾರಿ, ಅಲ್ಲ, ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏರ್ಕ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಆಗಬೇಕಪ್ಪ. ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಹೈದರಾಬಾದ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ಹಾಂ, OID. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಯಾರು ಏರ್ಕ್ರಾಫ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಹಾಂ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ನೋ? Without boarding pass will they allow? So boarding pass is a very essential for anybody travel. Boarding pass ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ? You should have a ticket book ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, you should have an identity card ಇರಬೇಕು, then you have to regular security check ಆಗಬೇಕು, then only you will allow it to the aircraft. Similarly,
when we are doing so many other subsystems or radars, which will be put it on the aircraft. Will it say, okay, I have done, can I directly go and mount? No, they have got regulations. So this is the CEMILAC is the authority to approve any item to be mounted onto the aircraft, especially for defense items. So they have got a set of, so this is the authorized, reputed organization. They will come and check, they will certify, they will issue the boarding pass for the item. Okay, then only we can go and mount it to the aircraft. So, and LRDE, DEBEL, of course, they are concentrating on more on our medical for pilots, what is oxygen, helmet, mask, everything, and care. So, like this across the country, around initially 60 labs are there. Recently, many small labs have been merged. Now, around 45 labs across the country working towards the technology and demonstration. Sorry? Okay. Agata? Ilve? Ah, okay, okay. Fine, good, thank you. And now, so far, what are the various achievements DRDO had done recent past, just glancing, like especially to encourage you people, young scientists. So, DRDO Young Scientist Laboratory, it has been created in 2000, the DYSL lab, inaugurated by Honorable our Prime Minister, and in 2020, because across the country, various labs, but as a director will become only after 35, 40 years service, senior person. But our Honorable Prime Minister thought young scientists, because young people mind will be very high dynamic. So, to encourage them, especially for young people only, the lab has been created less than 35 years. That is the condition. Now, 5 labs have been already created. All people less than 35 years. So, they are working towards for especially the new technical artificial intelligence, mainly that is the for any country protection. This is the artificial intelligence is very important. Asymmetric warfare technology at Hyderabad, consecutive sensor technology, smart material. Again, material is very, very important. Without smart material or without various application material, no product can be done. So, that invention on that and quantum technology. So, these are the various lab, and through that already achieved swarm drones. So, the small surveillance drone, even small drones can carry small weapons also, such a way designed already. And smart helmet for especially pilot, like with small helmet with oxygen and lightweight material, and QKD and QRNG for various applications. So, these are all the already have been done. Then DRDO interacting with private industries, academia, then defense public sector unit, think tanks, military the dictionaries and policy studies, armed forces, then scientific like care, international. So, means it is collaborating or interacting with all the angle. Again, some of the other major achievement is MB team. Arjun tank, it is the main battle tank Arjun, then Mark 1A and Shakti Navy, it is handed over by our Prime Minister, the respective in charges chiefs, Army and the Navy. Then that Shakti, what is that? Anybody is recall this? You have seen all TV and all, it has came, no? Country achieved, what is that? Huh? Yaru recall martira enu anta? Asset, anti-satellite means hitting the, because every country is now launching the satellite, and I know they become derbies. Correct, no? Already various countries are booking the platform at satellite. Okay. So, now it is also again another become like our vehicles. Now, we have got many vehicles. So, unused vehicles, cars, scooters, what will happen? It will be already waste. So, unless again you reform it, very difficult. So, like satellite, unwanted satellite or any threat, other country satellite enter to our geography. So, we can. So, this is the first time DRDO mission, that is anti-satellite missile. It has been hit around 500 kilometer geostationary. It has hit the satellite. It has become big in the media, no? Artha aita? Okay. So, this is a very good achievement. And then another is the LCA, Light Compact Aircraft. Adike Tejas anta ittidu. It is the first Indian cabinet approved for procurement of around 83 LCAs. Now, HAL is productionizing. And there are in only out of 7 countries develop a own fighter aircraft. So it can carry weapons, okay, and it can give all the communications. So, like a full fighter, earlier your MiG, Mirage and all you are importing. Now also of course it limited, but now this is the first it is proved everything. Now we are going for productions. Then another technology breakthrough, see, not only all the angles, one is Agni prime ballistic missile and hypersonic technology demonstrator HSDV, then LCA Navy, means again on the ship it can come and take off and land off. Then enhanced range Pinaka rocket system, it is another small scale range around 60 kilometer range. This is BrahMos is, next will come BrahMos. Then of course it is another requirement of air independent propulsion system for especially submarines. So it needs a more thrust to drive the heavy weightage submarines. It has been already going on. Then export of BrahMos, yeah, this is now almost 300 kilometer range for the country. Successfully various development trials have been happened, and now almost contract signed for the Philippines, means we are exporting already. So means already requirement is coming from the other countries, because we are only so far importing. Now DRDO is in the position to export our products. Like another missiles, Akash missile and supersonic cruise missile, BrahMos, and medium range surface to air. There are again various types of missiles. One is mainly surface to air, means you are from ground in the launch ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, surface to air. Like AAW and CISN, already it will carry air to air. Already missile aircraft with arms, it will be in the air, and anywhere requirement comes, it will bombard from there only. Okay, air to air, surface to air, so navy to sea, shore to air, like air to air missiles. Sorry. Then another again type of class of missiles is helicopter launched ATGM Helena, like I'll name different name Dhruvasta, and smart anti-weapons, guided Pinaka, and supersonic cruise missiles, means inside the show. Then anti-tank guided missile ATGM, then quick reaction surface to air missile. So various so that all depends on the various applications. How our army or air force they will come back with depends on the threats. So surface to air missile Akash again new generation, SANT and various. Suppose if you want anybody interested more information, these are all available. Just to go to DRDO website. The respective lab, they have put the full about detail about that. Because of the time, just we are glancing. Then Airborne, another important Airborne early warning control system. So this is the latest technology, and for first time India developed. It has got all the features. Means guided, because you can industry in the imagine and the warfare scenario. Okay, no. So suppose if the ground is there. Like when any army opposite missile has come, he has launched it, and how to track? So our radar, first it will see what it's, how from air it launched, what height is coming, what angle is, whether is coming towards me, or he is going in other direction. So all will be done in the by the radar, because missile is a system, you don't know, and it has to communicate, and that is a moving. Missile is moving at a high speed, 1500 km, 2000 km per hour. So that all the job will be done by the radar. So this is the one type. At least you know that to guide that, that is why software come into picture. So radar, I know radar is here, and I have launched my missile already. Some enemy missile is coming. See now both the missiles in the air. Can you imagine the condition? Both the missiles in the air, and my missile aim is to my missile has to track this enemy missile and hit. Agree? So means the time is very, very important. Everything happens in not in millisecond, it is in all microsecond. So radar has to update the data of that missile, what speed is coming, next second where he will be, what direction he will be, then I has to follow. Ultimately, I have to hit the target. So but this is the one reference is there. Yes, with my reference of ground or radar, I can do that. But imagine now like AWNC or other Tejas, he has got a missile, already some other missile is coming. I am also moving. I don't know my reference. From with what reference I have to detect where he will be next. So that is the criticality of the now technology and software. Means finally he has moving, he has to calculate first to my next second where I will be with reference to that where that enemy missile is coming. Correct, no? So such a, and with that, that particular all moment item has to work. It's called reliability, quality and reliability, where I am more focusing on that reliability. Very, very, very important. Your radar has to work, your missile has to work, all the work, and software has to do all the job in all microsecond behind. Then it has to give the command. So this is the AWNC is very successfully proved all trials. In fact, it is used in airstrike. This happened in by our country. Then the Tapas unmanned aircraft. Now, so in this what happened? All manned aircraft. Suppose when especially go into the border and all, we may lose our pilots. Suddenly, like Russia, Ukraine is happening. Already we are seeing how many people, soldiers are dying. So this is the now other requirement is all the job should be done, but without pilot. Unmanned aircraft means only remotely operated. All people will be here, but through the various sensors, we should know operate the vehicle and again achieve the same whatever requirement. So like that early warning control system, AWNC, unmanned air vehicle UAV, then high expendable aerial target, then heavy drop system. So these are the various already have been achieved and proved. Then again various tanks. Yesterday onwards shooting daily tank, no? Russia war, so many tanks. So that also like a CVRD Chennai, they are focusing on all the tanks, like a main battle tank, MBT Arjun name, and the bridge laying tank means like in the border. So many places we are not able to go, but all other side enemy soldiers are there. What to do? So temporarily I can go with the vehicle and build the bridges. Then the bridge laying tank. So various applications. Then combat vehicles engine system. For that, what are the requirements like where AERU, CCPT, ARV. So all various applications have been built. Then again, see modular bridge in the over a sea across the bridge or across the sea, how to build immediately and to meet the requirement, and short span bridging system and mountain foot bridging system, various applications. Okay. Then again ornaments, various rifles, various other things. Then ammunitions means like I told no, that AWNC it will carry the bombs here. So okay. Then MMH various types of ornaments have been it's also done by our DRDO labs. Then of course radars you have seen our lab, like this is the BFSR I told, small radar. See this had to be carried by a soldier, 30-40 radar cannot be big, but it should be carried, mobile will say. So soldier can carry in a bag and go wherever he can install. So this is now day and night across the border is working. Like all these radars are deployed. This is in Revati and of course it is in Andaman, it is there. All the radars have been deployed across the country and working for protecting our countries. Then again others, various radars of course. Then sonar submarines like NPL Cochin, they are working on all submarines like above ground submarine also there is lot of threats. Okay, so for that also they are working like these are all various types of submarines. Like then HM AMSA, then APSH, ABI, Altas, LEDs, so many submarines have been proved and demonstrated, and decoys, propulsion decoys like various blasters, Tall, Varunastra, ALFWT. Then these are all about so far what already it has been done and of course working parallelly. Then what are these focusing DRDO mainly further? See, there are various lab of excellence like ACHM Hyderabad, RCI, RIC, JBCT Kolkata across the country. So IAC Bengaluru, of course, we have got reputed. So various like institutions they are working along with DRDO. Then research, there are especially for young people, there are 4 research boards have been working. The Aeronautical Research and Development Board, Armaments Research Board, Life Service Board, means totally around 319 projects are running across these boards, mainly participating all the various other research fellows, students, and number of institutes, around 290 institutions are there working for this main 4 topics. Then external research is another addition to that. DRDO under grants and aid schemes supports research activities in the academic institution and R&D centers for the development of technology for ongoing and future projects. Yes, again under that they have taken some 73 projects now for which around 35 labs or institutes are working. Then technology course, especially for you people, addition to your all reputed institutions, DRDO, Ministry of Education, collaborate program of 500 PhD scholars to work on the defense technology. Then 38 PhD students have been started working. MTech, elective BTech course, PG program is called for. These are all related to DIAT, Defense Institute of Advanced Technology, Pune. This is the of course, coordination with DRDO, it is working. So, anybody interested, they can approach. So, there is opportunity to come, and as a public, anybody can go and be meeting the requirement, you can start working. Then skill development ke liye, so there are other support is internship, BTech, BE, MTech students have lab, or each lab. All the lab normally every year, even your final year project can be taken up and PhD can be done through the DRDO labs. Apprentice scheme is available, you can do the training, then certification courses on intelligence and AI, cyber technology. 500 graduates in each course is accommodated, and 2000 already completed is going on. This is another opportunity given to all the students. The scheme of research fellows, addition to that, like engineers, once you become a graduate or BSc or engineers, they can right away directly work like a junior research fellow and senior research fellows. Their stipend will be paid and they will be put on to the project, so you will get experience. Okay, very good exposure. Their industry, as I told earlier, so DRDO labs alone cannot do all the jobs. So across the country, industry has a development threshold now. Sorry. So industry has a development come production part, a DCPP program. So integrate industries from beginning the around 53 DCPP are identified since the production agencies around across the countries. Various lab like a Bell or it may be L&T, big reputed firms have been identified, and we are getting the work done through that. Then pipeline maybe in the more project, and exclusive technology system for industry development, identified 108 system for development of industry. Now in fact present chairman is earlier you called a vendor. Now in fact he is focusing, they are not a simple vendor. Vendor means what? Just giving a product, seller. No, we should treat as a industry development partner. Means from every stage we will involve them, because see, he has to invest lot of money. For that we have to give the confidence, faith. We have to. So for that DRDO is working. 105 system developer industry not to be taken by DRDO. Numbers of increase continuously, and access to test facility. We have got various. Of course, once any product has been done, you have to ensure that how it will work. Otherwise, right away you have made and get taken to the field. If it's not working, no correct, no, what are the time, money, waste. So for that test facility is also very, very important. So industries can DRDO facility, we have got all type. It may be antenna facility or environmental facility, whatever the facilities, DRDO, even other details are available. DRDO website, full all the facility across the DRDO labs. Anybody can use on a payment basis is available. Guidance issued to all the labs, how to assess, how to get the facility, communicate to the industries and industry associated. More than 300 industries already started using our, earlier it was not allowed. Earlier only it was used for our DRDO labs only. Now everybody can use. Then transfer of technology, again say once two mode, one is R&D mode, one is the production mode, as I told initially, correct alva? So R&D model ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, only it called prototype ಅಂತ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So means first initially various models will come, it will test, then only prove ಆದಮೇಲೆ, then now we can, now earlier what is happening, even production also, again that particular lab who has made like a radar LDRE ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಅವು ನಾವೇ again production ಕೂಡ would have followed it up. Now is not required, like a TOT, transfer of technology ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು, when it has been done, all with respective documents and drawings, so it will be given to the industries, TOT and transfer of technology, so and they can start production, like a Bell, L&T, whatever the reputed firm. 38 TOTs is under already like 38, and total around 1,400 is expected, and intellectual property patent, free access to DRDO patent by industries, again various DRDO research. 11 patents have already been given under the scheme, total around 1,700. Then technology develop fund, so aim to promote a design and development capability of mini scale, micro, semi and mini establishment startups, finding up around 10,000 crores MSE, 30 projects awarded, 70 projects in the sanction. Then dare to dream, another say like a direct interaction with the public. there is a recent DRD was started recently, like pan-India contest promotions, various exhibitions or various seminars, support to innovators, startups against the defined requirement launched. It was done in 19 and total 20 awards have been given. Means various technological have been debated and around 88 lakh award has been given. Second, same thing happened on the name of 5th death anniversary for Abdul Kalam C. And again, fourth, more than 1,700 individuals, innovators have been responded. And again, there 40 individuals have given. Again, third edition 21. So means to encourage the public. Now, earlier only it's confined to the DRDO. Now, public also is opened. Again, this all the various self-reliance so far in missiles, radars, electronic warfare, early warning control systems, communication systems, sonars, torpedoes, rocket and army guns, armored vehicles and combat engineering, fighter aircrafts. So all the field now already self-reliance means it has been designed, developed, proved, and now we are in the stage of exporting. New area, still research is going on, material, mainly Dr. Abdul Kalam was, in fact, I was telling, you need not invent a new material, but whatever material available in our country itself, if you know how to use that, you have got a good opportunity to do so many things. Correct? No? Like it may be car, it may be any ferrous material, non-ferrous material. There are lot of things like a DMRL Hyderabad is working on that, mainly on research on materials, what are the various materials available, like in Kaveri engine use, so it has to withstand for high temperature. So what material can withstand, and it should have a high, what are the ductility, malleability, all the characteristics. So directed energy systems, lightweight bulletproof jackets, quantum technology, artificial, these are now because of the country now requirement, asymmetric technology, conjugative technology, all drone based technology now, and space based systems for all the new area now is working towards that. So these are all about DRDO. What means what it to convey is students, any public can directly interact with the DRDO for various occasions, and of course is continuously working for the safety of the country. Now with the same thing, just I got another small video, more brief little on that. Excuse me. Anybody is there? Or is not the download is not completed. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕರೀತೀರ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ. ಬನ್ನಿ, ಅದು ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲೋಯ್ತದು ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್. ಒಂದು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಪ್ಲೇ, ಕರಿ ಗೋ ಟು ಫೈರ್ಫಾಕ್ಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲ, ಪೆನ್ ಅದು ಮೇಜರ್ ಇದೆ, ಬೇಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಜಸ್ಟ್. ಬಟ್ ಇದು ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಇನ್ನೂ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. Just go to Google, otherwise I will just again go to mail and check up. Google check ಮಾಡಿ, ಗೂಗಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಅದೇ ನೋಡಿ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಬಟ್ 100% ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್. ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು? DRDO ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದಲ್ಲ ಇದಲ್ಲ. ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಹೋಗಿ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗಿ DRDO ಹಾಂ ಇದೆ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್. 2D ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆಲ್ಫಾ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸೌಂಡ್. Yeah, there is an video. Again, what are the so far I explained? Maybe always understanding through pictorial video, another maybe 10 to 15 minutes. Just after that, I will conclude. Yeah.
Self-reliant, responsible nation. The newly independent nation's aspiration to be self-supporting defense entity began with the establishment of the Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO, in 1958, with the amalgamation of the then already functioning technical development establishments and the Defense Science Organization. The early decade of DRDO ushered the organization into a new era with the development of major systems and subsystems. The 81mm illuminating ammunition, 105mm fin-stabilized armor-piercing discarding sabot, FSA-PDS, mines anti-tank non-detectable, flare tripwire Mark II, power cartridges, additive liner, reusable rocket pod, air-launched missile target were developed and went into production. Prototypes of a number of armored tracked and wheeled vehicles, bridges, and field defense equipment underwent users' evaluation. Electronic systems constitute an important part of a modern weapon system. Microwave components, laser rangefinders for T-55, night vision devices, and optical instruments went into bulk production. Technology of Indra Doppler radar, secondary surveillance radar, battlefield surveillance radar, and IFF system was transferred to BEL and HAL. DRDO's life science laboratories developed a number of field kits for water testing, desert water desalting, and meat testing. Pressure-breathing oxygen masks, dehydrated foods and vegetables were developed, and facilities for biomedical research were established. The decade also witnessed development activities in the field of rockets and missiles. The design and development of the dual-thrust solid propellant rocket motor, flow-formed components, FRP radome, CW radio proximity fuse, GW command guidance unit, KU-band solid-state impact sources, and batteries were taken up. In the field of naval research and development, the focus was on sonar technologies, underwater acoustics, underwater weapons, and oceanographic instruments. A breakthrough in critical materials like aircraft brakes, Arjun components, ceramics, electro-slag casting for armored plates, Jackal steel for combat vehicle armor, Kanchan armor for immunity against various kinds of ammunition, titanium alloy, ultra-high-strength FSA-PDS core, solid-state materials, polymer materials, and clothing and general stores was achieved. The 70s and 80s witnessed sanctioning of major projects for the development of the main battle tank, light combat aircraft, and integrated guided missile development program. Today, at 60, a small footprint of 10 establishments has transformed into more than 50 laboratories. The torchbearer of the defense R&D has given to the country one of India's most successful defense research project, the Integrated Guided Missile Development Program. All the missiles, the Prithvi and Agni series, Akash, and now under the program, have been successfully developed. The organization has also developed sophisticated missiles, including land, sea, and air-launched versions of the supersonic cruise missile BrahMos, exo and endo atmospheric advanced air defense missile system, quick reaction surface-to-air missile, and long-range surface-to-air missile, the beyond visual range air-to-air missile Astra, the subsonic cruise missile Nirbhay, Shaurya, and Prahar, light combat aircraft Tejas, main battle tank Arjun, airborne early warning and control system, advanced towed artillery gun system, multi-barrel rocket launch system Pinaka, robots and unmanned vehicles, a number of radars, torpedoes, underwater sensors, electronic systems, engineering systems, specialty and naval materials and life sciences, and chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear systems. DRDO has made significant contributions in the the country's defense preparedness. The organization is reinforcing the Make in India initiative by building an ecosystem for enhancing cutting-edge technological capability for defense manufacturing through technology transfer and partnership with industry. 30 ordnance factories, 40 public sector units, 30 major private industries, and more than 1,000 other private industries are engaged in production of the indigenous technologies developed by DRDO. The production value of the DRDO developed products today stands at more than 2.5 lakh crore, a phenomenal growth of more than 60% in production value of DRDO developed products since 2015. 1,472 granted and filed IPRs comprising 78 patents granted in the year 2017. 741 technology transfers, including 112 in the year 2017. 139 products ready for export. 6 centers of excellence, 7 young scientist centers speaks volumes about its achievements. The most women-empowered organization today is a force to reckon with and moving ahead with confidence towards a future which her visionary leaders envisioned for a self-reliant, strong India. DRDO, the force behind the Indian forces. Jai Hind.
ಇದೆ
ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫೋನಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಲರ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಸರ್ ಫೋಟೋಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ
ಹೌದಾ?
ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ಪಲ್ಲಿ
ಹಾಂ, ನೀವೇ ಕಳಿಸಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ
ಲೈಟ್
ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಂ, ಲೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇದೆ. ನೋಡಿ ನೋಡಿ.
Self-reliance in defense technology and production is not only critical to national security, but also a necessary requisite for any nation aspiring for a great power status. DRDO, since its inception in 1958, has pioneered indigenization in the area of state-of-the-art weapons